So this is part 2 of the Do Real Beyblades break. So just a little thing to just add evidence to part 1. Go on to YouTube. Well, you're already on YouTube because you're watching my video. Go on YouTube, search up Beyblade Dad. He has this series where he's trying to break a Wyvern W1 with Beyblades. He uses bays like Prime Apocalypse, he uses sparking bays, he even uses metal fight bays, which the main contact point is metal versus plastic. And so far, by episode 3, he's only got a little chip into the bay and some scratches, but that just shows you the quality of Hasbro bays. Now I'm going to be talking about Takaratomi. And as mentioned in the last video, Victory Valkyrie and Dark Doomsizer, the first one's broke, but then they went back and fixed that problem, especially with Valkyrie. I'm going to be talking about Z Achilles. Now, I'm going to talk about the things of Z Achilles I've seen breaking on the internet. First off, there's this kid who uses his brand new Judgment Joker breaks Z Achilles, but his break isn't like what you expect it to be. Just like the metal here, just like came a bit unloose. And I don't know how he did that, considering that the metal is held onto the plastic layer using rivets. And this is meant to like stay on. Because let me put it this way. Takaratomi needs to make sure that the metal will be on the bay and can't necessarily easily break off during battle. You know why? What were to happen if this metal piece were to come off and hurt someone? They could sue Takaratomi, get them in big financial problems, and it could be the end of their business. So when making these bays, Takaratomi has to play it safe. They have to make sure that there is quality behind their product. They can't just make them just be like, oh, time to sell them. No, they have to make sure that they're quality, that they can be played for, and that they are safe when used responsible. There's the key word. Like, it also depends on where you're battling against. Like, sure, you're gonna battle against another Beyblade, okay, no problem. But like, let's say you throw it at a rock, it's obviously gonna be damaged, something like that. Now, there's this incident where Beyblade family had made a custom Z Achilles, and this metal part came off. Well, it's simple because they had to remove the metal, because we know the metal was a different color. They obviously removed the metal by getting rid of the, what did I just call them? Rivets. And what do you call? Super Beyblade family has mentioned it multiple times in their videos during their custom recolors, especially with the lost longness, how they have to take them apart in order to dye the plastic and I think, what was it? Powder coat the metal. So yeah. And then I'm trying to think of any other incidents. Obviously, Zenki and other YouTubers like, what's it called, Drago Galaxy. We've seen the Achilles break on their videos. And it's just like strange. It's almost like it's set up. And then there's multiple times where Zenki have said the bay is broken for the video. And usually that it is what it is. Sometimes when we see real bays being broken, they were intentionally broken. They were broke for our entertainment and because it would get them more ad revenue, more watch. Because people were like, whoa, the bay broke. And then also with that money, they broke the bay, they earned more money, and they used that money to buy a replacement. And that's just the way it is. And I think people don't realize that some of this is staged, and yeah. So it's really unlikely for a real base to break. Thank you for watching, and